Hello everyone, I hope the stream is going well. Okay, I'm already in the home page, so that's very good. All right, so I just click somewhere to wait till I have challenges. Yeah, okay, I got a challenge, but probably not from a viewer. So as you can see on the screen, the main point um, of the stream is that new repertoire was published for the black pieces with one e4, e5. So we did this repertoire with Angelika Valkova. So it's her whom you can see on the cover of this on these photos in the stream. So that's why I only want to play with the black pieces, because the repertoire was, and mainly against one e4. But okay, if you play something else, I will not. I will not reject. I will not reject your challenge, obviously. So you can check out these repertoires either from the description or of the video or on my Lichess profile. Okay, so far no challenges, at least not ones which I will accept. So I don't want to play rapid time control, so longest games should be like 5 minutes something, 3 seconds, 2 seconds increments, something like that. I would say. So besides that, it's too long for one game, and I would like to play more games. Hello, yeah, just feel free to challenge me, yes. You can challenge. Okay, maybe that's a problem, but actually I changed it to to everyone. I don't know. I mean, I changed it, to be honest. I don't know. It should be possible. Maybe. Okay, now I clicked on just registered. I don't know what it will change. I did change the settings. I did change. Everyone can challenge me. I clicked on that. Now I clicked on registered. I don't know what. So it probably means that guests cannot challenge me, but I also got a challenge from 14. No, Rapid, you shouldn't challenge me. You should challenge me in Blitz. Yeah, in Blitz control. So like longest control should be 5+3 Blitz. So what you can see on the screen now, like this, you can challenge me 2+1 bullet, 3+0 blitz, 3+2 blitz, 5-0 blitz, 5+3 blitz. Okay. And if it's not working, then I don't know what is the problem, but it should work. A little bit strange that I am not getting. Okay, Rapid Challenger I also should get, but I don't know. So what is going on, guys? It's not working, or nobody can challenge me? What is the problem? Huh? I mean, I refresh, but everything should be good. So Ripuny, I mean, you have registered account, yes, and but rating is the problem. But I allow everything, so like, very strange. Yeah, to be honest, when I sometimes try to challenge people for but for unrated you challenge me. You should challenge me to unrated always. I mean, in unrated rating shouldn't matter. No? Okay, which settings do I can still change? I mean, it's only here. I mean, there is nothing else I can change. Wait, now something happened. Yeah, I got some half a minute King of the Hill, so that's not really good. Okay, guys, sorry, I don't know what is the problem. I mean, I can close it once, then reopen. Yes, you can challenge me any type of blitz time control, but somehow the challenges are not working at this moment. But it's not good. It's not good. Like why? I would like to play with that, but why program is not allowing? I don't know. What does the rating matter if you play unrated? Very strange. I don't know what can be the problem. Yes, I clicked last option. Everyone can challenge me. Like, but again, it happened also to me. So that's strange. That I with normal rating. I mean, my rating was higher than the person whom I challenged, and okay, it just said that it's not allowed to challenge this person, which is strange. I don't know solution. I don't know like what could be. Okay, now I have two challenges. Actually, future grandmaster challenged me unrated game. That's excellent. So okay, his rating is 2476, and he plays e4. Thank you very much for that. So I can practice the course, and finally there is a game. Okay, so knight c6, plays the four knights. Okay, bishop c4. I mean, that's considered to be not a very good move because I have knight takes e4, and if he takes, I have d5. Okay, so he goes for this. Takes. Okay, this is already supposed to be comfortable position for black. And he goes d4. Okay. So now I can take with the knight. But I can also take with the pawn. Unfortunately, I don't remember what the course is recommending here, but I mean, either way, the position is good for black already. Not sure if this knight d4, take, queen d4, castle. Okay, we'll try this knight d4 if I can get anywhere in that position. So it takes, most likely. Yeah, maybe it is just equal in this case. Obviously, this move is not possible. That's the reason I am trying this. That he has to make some other move like this one. And I was curious whether I can try anything here, but maybe simply not. Okay, queen e7, I can try rook e8. No, rook e8 doesn't really bring that much. Bishop e6 is okay. Actually, he can also castle in that way. So yeah, I just go queen e7. Easy equality shouldn't be too bad, and goes long castle. Okay. If bishop e5, then he has to keep guarding the bishop. Probably does that with queen d3. I mean this bishop because I have tricks with this one. So now h6 or g6, probably h6. Yeah, he's playing super solid. Bishop d4. I can go rook d8. Yeah, this just looks like kind of a dry position. Rook d8 is probably fine. I can trade on d4 everything. Okay, I was not too worried about this move, but maybe I should have. But wait a second, do I? No, actually it's a tricky move. Rook takes d3. Bishop g5, I take rook d1. Actually, I have bishop g4, which I missed earlier, but this is also just a draw, I guess. But yes, I take this pawn. Oh, wait, it's not nothing actually. Still not good. Okay, I just take this. Take h2, but yeah, it will be. It will be just a draw. Unfortunately, in my mind, the bishop was still on e5 in this position, and then I could have possibly taken there. Okay, this endgame is still a very little bit double-edged because at least pawns are on the opposite side, so we both can try to push, but unless some big mistakes or I ran out of time, it should end as a draw, I guess. Bishop d7, I can go bishop. If I actually completely forgot about this move. Rook e5, I just allow him to take a pawn. So eventually things are getting sharp here. a4. It was not good, but I had to make a move. Wait, he could go there, it's not good. Okay, I go here. But maybe it was not a lucky move, I don't know. We will see later. Because now the bishop is cut from the g pawn. I don't know, rook f2 I should play. This pawn is very fast actually there. Okay, g2. Bishop e3. I blundered that one. I am losing this game. Okay, my opponent played this nicely, this endgame. Okay, it already doesn't really matter, like I'm losing it anyway, so there is not much sense to waste time. Okay, so good game to my opponent. So let me see the next two challenges. Yeah, actually people with higher rating are challenging me. Um, what I know to deal, I was earlier challenging. Ah, okay, you should challenge PUBG, yes. So you should challenge PUBG. So that's my account, obviously, yeah. Okay, so let's see the game. So yeah, this 94 pretty much equalizes on the spot for black. And yeah, here I wasn't sure. Yeah, probably ED4 is the move. Actually, it doesn't matter. No, ED4 is more challenging. Yeah, 94 is just complete equality. So I kind of remember that this is the course, that ED4. So now the difference is that 94 is not that good, because now there is short castle. Yes, there is such line. And this is unpleasant for white, because okay, castle is still not possible for the same reason that it loses the queen. And if let's say knight takes on c6, bc, bishop c6 or something like this happens, there is like bishop a6, for example. Yeah, now I start to remember that there is such line. And yeah, the king is in the middle, rook e8 is a threat, g2 is under attack, and according to the engine it's already -2 advantage for black. So this is what I should have done. I played knight d4, and this is, yeah, this is just completely equal here. Yeah, not much happened. Yeah, when this endgame is just complete draw. I mean, I can just play. Yeah, no, bishop g4 was fine. I mean, this position is. I mean, it is just a complete draw. So I can play c6, for example. Rook b8. There is not much to talk about with opposite colored bishops. So I went for this, and eventually it was, according to the engine, this is okay. Like I have double pawns, and he has a better structure, but after this trade, it was again equal. Okay, this I did not see that I can take back this pawn. That's a problem. Okay, anyway, so good game from my opponent. Okay, so yes, it's PUBG account. So maybe, yeah, I should somehow create how to say create link how to challenge me. So okay, next game. Jadub 3-0. Hopefully he's here, but it's no, he's not online anymore. Okay, then abort. Yes. Okay, actually, okay, I start. Ripuñ was first here in the channel, so I start to play with him. Hopefully he plays e4. Yes, okay, that's good. Yeah, this time control is the limit, I would say, for the longest game, so 5 minutes and 3 seconds. Okay, guys, I know to whom play next. You don't have to give orders in the chat. That's not gonna help. So d5 is what the course recommends. What is alien gambit? Then I can maybe say something, but currently I don't know what is alien gambit. So short castle, knight b6. Asking a question from this bishop. Yes, I see your challenge, coach. I will accept, don't worry. Okay, so he goes bishop b3. Now e5 pawn is not a problem, so I can just develop this bishop to g4. Goes h3, now obviously I just go to h5. e1. Queen e7. Goes knight c3, and then I can complete the setup with long castle. The pawn is protected, king is safe, maybe sometimes knight e4 is a move. a4, that's normally answered with a5. He goes bishop e3. Okay. So sometimes it's an idea to take on b6 and followed by knight e5. It still doesn't do that much, to be honest. So I will just play f6, I guess. Making sure that this pawn is protected, and yeah, later I can move king b8 and just waiting. Okay, so he takes it. Goes knight d5, I just go queen to c5. Shouldn't be too bad. Knight is under attack, the pawn is protected. So it already looks like a pretty good position for black. Okay, he goes c4. That doesn't look right, but okay, he wants to keep the knight on d5. I can trade it in many different ways. Obviously, knight d4 is very tempting, but there is g4. And then like, okay, I remove my bishop. I mean, this is good, but question is that do I have something better? Maybe I just play king b8 for now. I mean, I don't have to rush. This bishop is really bad now. Yeah, and he goes g4 anyways. So now bishop g6 or bishop f7. Maybe I go to f7. So once I challenge the knight, it will be attacked twice by the minor pieces. So basically black's king is pretty safe here. Okay, he goes rook to e4. Some ideas of pushing d4. But even now I can go bishop to g6 and then I sort of wanna move. Can also take here. Okay, maybe let's go bishop g6 just to see what he wants. He goes back, and maybe now knight b4 is interesting. Although there is d4. Knight d4 is also interesting, so just to trade and then, yeah, I like knight d4 now. Better, because this d4 was a little bit annoying. Okay, bishop c2, and maybe it's time to start attacking with h5. Like obviously if I can go for hg, that's just excellent. So yeah, g5 is what I expected, and now wanted to play h4, so not allow him to completely shut down the king side. Okay, so knight e3. Now I can actually already win a pawn here. Or go bishop h5, knight g4. That also looks quite good. But yeah, maybe I just go for the pawn actually. So I will keep the bishop pair, and I can even take with the bishop and then push some e4. Yeah, it just looks quite bad now for black. It takes with the knight. Now I take with the rook, so it's a tempo. And now I wanted just to go e4. So attacking here. If the knight moves, this is hanging with a check. So white's position started to fall apart, I believe. I can take the pawn, I can play bishop d6. Okay, pawn is not so important, file is opening up anyway, so I just go here. Okay, so Alien Gambit is in the Caro-Kann. Okay, that's not... Okay, I know what you are talking about, but I don't know if it's any good or not. I mean, it's most likely not good, because then more people would play it, but maybe it's playable. Okay, so now 2 pawns up, queen f4 is coming, f5 is coming. Yeah, I guess f5 is good, but I can also just take on h3. This is a pin here, rook h2 is coming. And now, okay, queen takes or bishop takes. The bishop takes. Yeah, and bishop f3 was good. Okay, thanks for the game. So quick analysis, just how it went. So yes, long castle, a4, a5, bishop e3, So now f6 was actually correct. I don't have to rush, I just protect. So he took, knight d5, queen c5, and black is already seriously better here. So there is simply nothing else than this weakness of b6, but black easily protects. So c4, king b8 was good also. Now bishop here, bishop g6. I went knight d4, also good. Computer also is saying h5 is similarly good, so I just read it. Okay, and here I went h5, which is good, of course, but I somehow didn't see that, it's good to take such bishop, but after queen c2, rook d5, the game would have been immediately over, but okay, after h5, it's also completely winning. Okay, so next game, Akshat. Thank you, Ripun, for the game. Where can I get your course? I mean, on YouTube, there is a description under the video where you can see both links to these courses, or on Lichess, you just go to my profile, and there I shared both links. Okay, so now it's 3-0. I have to play faster in order to have any chance to finish the game normally, not by flagging. So bishop e6, interesting recommendation in the course. It's a pawn sacrifice, but nobody knows about it. You can see that my opponent is already spending some time. The only critical way is to accept it. Yeah, so if he's not accepting, I just take and I play some easy moves. Yeah, what he's doing is pretty normal. I can stop knight g5 if I want to. So basically to normal Vienna positions, managed to get my pawn to c5. Okay, maybe queen a5 is good. I will obviously long castle in this variation because it's very safe. The queen is in the other side of the board, so bishops are also very passive. So he castles. I can already take on c2. Don't see anything wrong with that, but I prefer castling. Still, only very awkward moves can protect the pawn. And I can just develop with bishop e7. Maybe g5 in the future. I can bring my king to a8, which is also good, so... Okay, so goes rook b1. Doesn't really care about this pawn. Maybe I just go g5. Why not? Sometimes g4 and this pawn can be really weak, so maybe I develop my bishop to g7. If he goes d4, I always want to go c4. Which basically stops all sorts of bishop b5, so goes there with the knight, but now I'm afraid that maybe bishop g7 is very unpleasant. Okay, so bishop g7, d4, I take, bishop b5, queen a3. Yeah, my king will be a little bit open probably, but I'm just not too afraid that it will be problematic. I mean, d4, c4 is also good. Simply his pieces are very bad, but really I prefer to take material in that variation, I believe. Okay, if he gives up e5, then there is definitely no problems for black. So now c5 pawn is hanging. You can protect it with this move. I can also protect with d4. So with bishop d6 actually. Not so sure which way to go. Maybe just queen a5. So this way I'm also attacking here, and if rook doubles, then I just go rook d7. Obviously, I forgot about this rook b5 move, which is a problem, so I go b6. This was not the plan, but it's hardly ever a move. This rook takes b6, and I want just to take on c3 next pawn. Important that no c4 is there. So goes rook b5. Probably I go here. Yeah, this is not how I wanted it, but it is still an extra pawn. Or two. Place h3. Maybe I just bring my rook here. So I protect here, and also there is no... Okay, this d4 was not needed, but as you can see, we already do not have that much time, so black is completely winning anyway. Taking it. Okay, thank you for the game, Akshat. So let's see briefly how it went. So yeah, basically in this bishop e6, which is even approved by the computer, only critical move is knight e4, but yeah, it leads to some really fun possessions for black, and white's king is often remaining in the center. So, but that's what white should do after this trade, and playing c5, black is already minus 0.5 better, which is after 7 moves is a huge advantage. So queen g3, knight c6. Yeah, h6 just to stop everything. Everything was fine here. g5 was good, 91, and here apparently I made a mistake, because this line, which I was talking about, it's probably a little bit dangerous for black. So here I wanted to take, but apparently after bishop b5 I am worse. So queen a5, bishop c6, bc. So here there is this pin which I saw, but white can slowly play a move like rook b1, and it's a dangerous attack. So quite instructive moment that, white's pieces are very bad. He has no play. So engine is saying just play bishop e7. On d4, always c4, as I said. Just do that. Put the king to a8. Your opponent cannot do anything, and then win the game on the king side, most likely, or with f6. But yeah, I managed to take the pawn. Okay, here I played double question mark queen a5. Yeah, that was not ideal. I mean, because I missed this idea that he doubles and goes rook b5. So I simply have to play a move like b6 right away, or bishop d6. And then it's just an extra pawn. If he goes like rook b1, I can play b6. Similarly to the game, but I didn't lose time. Okay, after that we were low on time, but okay, black has an extra pawn, so it should not be that bad. Okay, so coach Sasha now. I was sure that I will get white, so yeah. Can happen sometimes. So let's see this game. Again, 4 knights, a3. Tricky move. Main thing is not to play bishop c5, so d5. Goes bishop b5. Here it is knight e4. What is the move? Now queen to d6. So protecting squares and preparing to get long castle at some moment. Take bishop d7. So if takes, I take back. Yeah, d4 is one of the main moves. Here I believe it's long castle. And if he takes d5, I can recapture with the knight, because the bishop is also hanging here. And in this position, I believe it's queen d7, because there is a mate threat on d1. So yeah, I mean, position is completely equal, which is again not too bad for black. Okay, so bishop e7. I guess then I bring the rook. Okay, goes to e1, I go to f6, c3, I bring the rook, so, but okay, he will bring the king, so it's, anyway, I go here, probably now rook b5, just asking some questions from this pawn. If he plays rook e2, at least there is no king e2, so maybe he goes rook b1 or something. No, he goes there. I can push this pawn, potentially fix a pawn on b2, which can be good for bishop endgames. Rook c1 I'm not so sure about, I just go a4. Yeah, these moves I'm not so sure. I mean, it's fine, of course, it's still around equal. Okay, so what should I do? Maybe I just go b6, try to bring the king up. Probably rook d1. It goes there, I go h5. King c6. I mean, it's good that all his pawns are on dark squares, so it gives some hope to win this position. Okay, bishop d4, that's a good move. That's a nice move, which I missed. Cannot take because then the file is opening up, so I basically have to agree to a trade. But even in the rook endgame, my rooks are obviously like much better. Also working on the ranks, not only on the files. So when I give a check, actually, look, this looks pretty unpleasant. If goes to the d file, I go c6, maybe rook e4 next. It's quite unpleasant. My king is also good. Maybe he's just in time to make the draw. Or maybe not, I don't know, rook d4. I can go here. He's just in time to... Okay, he goes there, I go here. I believe it must be winning with rooks on the second. Okay, so now rook g6 or rook e6, probably just rook g6. Wait, I blundered my rook? It's never good. I will be unfair and flag this game. Because I was much better, just I blundered my rook. It's not nice. Okay, I won on time but lost on possession. In any case, let's see quickly what happened. So yeah, this is very rarely played line, which if you know queen d6, basically you are already equal. Yeah, this is normally white is playing for the draw in this way, but yeah, this position is equal. Very slight minus according to the computer. So bishop e7. a5, I mean, everything was fine. And around this point, my advantage was already minus 0.4 and 5, so it was, you know, because these pawns can be a target. Also, my rook is really nice on b5. So this part I was playing good. And actually, even this bishop d4 is not solving his problems. So I went bishop d6, rook f6, c4. I gave a check. King c5 was a mistake. Actually, okay. I saw this move of rook e3, but somehow for me it was to bring the rook to b3, but it also attacks this pawn. So therefore the king leaves, and it means that, you know, whenever this rook wants to get active, then it will be easier to attack the second rank. So anyway, this is also winning. Rook d7. Again, rook e3. I mean, I just missed this idea. Like, I want to take there and also take there. So now rook e4 here. Yeah, and this position is actually fine for white. Hard to believe, but so yeah, and here I took on g3 and again even blundered my by rook. But okay, anyway, I believe it was an okay game and shows that equal possession is not a draw necessarily. Okay, so let me look at the chat. Thank you, Akshat, for the game. Thank you, Coach Sasha, also for the game, and sorry for the flag. Okay, so whom am I playing currently? I play Nihan, 3+2. I have a little bit more time. Okay, he plays d4. That's not ideal, but there is also going to be a course very soon in a couple of months, which will be about 1d4 and all the other moves. So now I will try to recall how those lines are going. And actually I already messed up, so yeah, this position we are actually not getting at all in the course, so it's a little bit it's a pity, but okay. Plays queen b3, knight c6 I play, or c4 maybe. Knight c6. Yeah, I really did not want to play a London, to be honest, especially not a London which actually is not part of the course. Okay, so queen c2, I guess g6 is some line here, but I'm not sure at all. I mean, there is e4. I was not ready for this London, I have to say. Knight e2, okay, that's at least getting somewhat weird. I go g6. It goes e4. Probably I have to go e6, which I did not want. It goes a3, at least now b3 will be not so unpleasant. I mean, I don't know, knight f4 is coming maybe in the future. Okay, this game really doesn't have that much of a point, so maybe I will offer a draw just to see what he wants. He declines. Okay, that's a good spirit. Just messed up the opening. Actually, you can also, decline. I mean, you don't have to decline the draw on leeches. I mean, you just make a move and it disappears. But he just declined first, and like now we'll make a move. Okay, goes 5. I go back. Starting to get like some advanced French variation. Can I go h5? Probably. I mean, if he closes, then it's very good for me, so he should not close. Yeah, this is not good because now I have free. Like, okay, where should I be worse here, or why should I be worse? I can even play h4, which is interesting actually. It may be a bad move, but at least to try to, once my knight gets to f5, there is no trade. And later I can maybe target this pawn on g5. Of course, this pawn on h4 can also become a target, but okay, for now it's not a target. Yeah, I wanted to say that I also saw this move now before. Interesting. Okay, so if cb, knight b. Maybe I was just one move too late with this plan. I have knight b3, knight b3, cb. I don't want to open the position, so I go knight b3. So I will lose a pawn, but I guess it will be still closed unless I'm blundering something. So take, queen takes, b3, and go queen a4, trade queens. Or maybe even bishop b5. Maybe better to trade bishops. I guess he must take. I mean, I don't really see anything else. Yeah, this repertoire against 1d4, I am quite uncertain about some lines, as you could see. I mean, I messed up at move 3, so that's a little bit too early. Will he play c4? No. Okay. Yeah, he's playing good. He's playing good. Okay, now I did not expect that one, but I just go here. Maybe rook a8. I'm not sure. I'm trying to play for the win now. He's very passive despite being up opponent. Knight is very good. Okay, bishop f2. Okay, now I guess I must be winning b5. And I just take here, yeah. Okay, now everything is somehow falling. Okay, it was an interesting game, which I will not really analyze because it's not part of, obviously not part of 1e4 repertoire and also not part of 1d4 repertoire. So let's move on to the next game, which will be against, I don't know, I will just wait a little bit, maybe because some people challenged me whose challenge disappeared. Yeah, Jadup, for example, yes, I already accepted his challenge once, and then he was offline. Okay, so knight f3, again, not really the line. Okay, let me just not to mess up. So d4, a6. This is correct, I believe. Knight c3, and now dc, I guess, is simply b5. Not exactly sure which move. All moves are fine here. Maybe knight d7 I will start with. So it's basically a queen's gambit accepted where the knight on c3 is not ideal and black can very easily play c5, and yeah, the position is already quite comfortable. Bishop d6 probably. Why not? Okay, this g3 I don't really like. It weakens a lot of squares. We'll just castle. I shouldn't forget that it's 3-0 though. Ah, so he wants to play like this. Okay, then. But can I have this move? It's a little bit unclear if he's in time for e5. I mean, he is in time, but whether it will be good trade or not. I believe that's a mistake because now I can takes with the queen, take here, and bishop is hanging. He should have taken with the pawn. This should not be. Wait. King g7. Have knight protecting, that's important. So queen d3 attacks here, but anyway, queen h7 is not a mate, so wouldn't be horrible either way. Now queen d4 I have here. Now I have the pawn protecting the mate. So yeah, now it's just game over. All right, thanks for the game. So this was just into the next repertoire. So whom I have here? I have Akula Abiram, sorry. 3+0. Hopefully e4 player, yes, excellent. Bishop c4, knight f6, d3. So let's see which line he is going for. Bishop e3, this is not part of the course because white should attack the e5 pawn, and this move does a lot of things, but definitely doesn't attack this pawn. So the question is that how do I play against this? I mean, every move should be good. 6, 93, 96, take. This looks somewhat interesting. Here. Yeah, my idea was to take now, and then take now, and take again. Just go here and play against weak pawns. Maybe f5 is good. Maybe it's not. Maybe it was just better to play it slowly. Yeah, this move is somewhat annoying. It's a good find from my opponent. Yeah, 5 is just not right. d5, knight b4. By the way, could someone send a message in the chat, like anything, because I believe the Streamlabs restarted, and I'm just curious that if I'm getting messages, if you write something. Then rook d2, I just take. Knight takes, I go f4. Yeah, now I just go back to c6, I have extra pawn, and f4 is coming. b4, I can go to b6, b5, f4. Yeah, I mean b6 is, I mean it's a better square in general. I forgot about this move. Then it's not a better square, f4, c5. Okay, we play better. Okay, a6. Okay, I messed it up big time. Now I have to win this game again. Okay, I have to play b6 very soon. I'm pretty much next move. Okay, so goes e4, I can go b6, but okay, I just protect first. It goes to p1, now I can go b6, bishop is out. I take with the c pawn even. Now the bishop is finally really open. King f1, e7, let's say. Okay, that pawn is not really hanging. Can I make use of it? Maybe I push this one. Ah, it was hanging. Okay, I'm just blundering. Let us check here. Ah, yeah, not good. Okay, this game should have been much easier. So let's see. So yeah, knight d5, bishop e3, black is already better in this position. Because black managed to get the space advantage and white kind of agrees to play, you know, within the structure with bishop e3 and actually bishop e6. Computer also recommends this move. I was looking into this knight g5, knight e3, knight e6. And of course I wanted to play knight d1, which is also good, but knight g2 is much better. It's a check, and then, I mean, king f1, f e6, king g2, and okay, white's king is just horrible. So yeah, bishop e6 was correct. Then castle. Yeah, this idea is there in the course many times, to trade and then spoil the structure. Queen d1. Actually, f5 was good. Here I made a mistake. I don't even understand how is b6, and what if knight e5? Knight b4, rook d4, rook d2, f4. Very nice. Probably not so easy for blitz, at least for me, but okay, bishop d6 was also good actually. Now I won the pawn, and I believe the game is interesting up to this moment. So black is simply up a pawn, and I managed to trap my own bishop. So I put my bishop on d6. I have simple extra pawn, and if my opponent plays c4, I can play e4, and my bishop is in the game. So yeah. All right. Thank you for the game. So next game, Gedeon 98. Your your challenge is too long and it's also rated, so please make it much slower and casual. So next game I am playing against Arshi Sachdeva. I believe the chat is messed up in by the way, unless there are no messages, which would be surprising. Okay, so e4, e5. Okay, so Italian again. Yeah, Italian is extremely popular, and especially this d3 variation. Knight g5 is a little bit more rare. Okay, thank you. Chat is working now. Thank you. So knight g5, my opponent goes. So d5, knight a5, Polerio defense. Goes bishop d3. Knight d5, attacking the knight. Normally they go back to f3. Since knight e4, h4, yeah, this is another variation. And here bishop d6, extremely rare move is the recommendation of the course. So the idea is that it leaves the 7th rank open for the queen to protect on h5 if needed. Okay, so he goes there to play b4. Maybe I just go knight f4 simply. Attack on g2, attack on d3. Okay, queen f3. So now it should be very useful that the bishop is on d6 and it's possible to protect the pawn. Or just to take there, which is also possible, but I rather go bishop for queen c7. Okay, this h5, h4 line is quite rare actually, and I'm not at all sure that I am playing good here. We'll have to check. Now bishop e7. Okay, now I can take on d3. So basically down a pawn, light squares are weak, f5 is coming. Actually f5, I did not even see that. It's maybe even coming with the trap of the knight on e4. That's super rare to trap a knight on e4. Quite nice. Cannot go anywhere. And actually I don't have to take now. I have, because b4 with knight c5 is coming, so I better to take it. It's a check, king f8. Maybe queen d7. Okay, that gives up this pawn. I don't want to give it up. Okay, then maybe just bishop e6. Okay, goes d4. If I take it, wants to go there. I don't quite see what is the problem. Of course, my knight is the problem. I have to bring it back, but for now. For now, it's okay, I believe. He's forcing it back. That's very good. Blunder this move. This is not how an extra piece should be converted, but maybe now this knight c2 helps. Okay, now it's an extra rook. Okay, I guess just g6 is good enough. I still have to avoid some checkmating threats, but now the rook is coming here. I also have threats. Okay, it was more complicated than it should have been, I believe, but okay, it's blitz after all. Okay, I can take. One second increment should be more than enough. Okay, thank you for the game. It was actually not easy. So let's see, h4. This is a relatively rare move. Bishop d6 is super rare, so basically it's not existent move for theory. My opponent went a3. I played knight f4, which is okay, but h6 would have been better. Yeah, I don't know why I didn't do this. So on queen h5 I can simply castle, and bishop h7 is nothing. I am taking here two pieces and basically completely winning. So if on h6 white has to retreat to e4, then basically the whole h4 is without any point. So the point of h4 is that, you know, after h6, queen h5, the knight doesn't have to go back, but here it should have gone back. So, okay, when knight f4, queen c7 was also not needed. I should have played with way more energy here, like f5, for example. Meeting b4 with... No, this is actually a very nice example. So b4. Okay, e4 is possible, but the engine is even saying that, okay, first you can just play queen e7. Give up the pawn and e4. Then in case of knight e4, of course not take, but you just castle. So down a piece, but completely opening up the position for white's king. And if it castles, then of course this problem with the h pawn is there, and mates like knight e2 and queen h2 are coming. So yeah, this is just bad. So yes, I believe I did instructive mistakes. So on a3, I play knight f4, which is a little bit slow, not very slow, but okay, it's the second move of the computer, it's not bad. But h6 is just much stronger. But here really, in this line, defending is not the main thing to do. So of course f5 should have been played. But yeah, look at a couple of moves later. Yeah, this g3 was basically, I would say, kind of unfortunate losing move, because now the knight is trapped on e4. And okay, just let me see if I messed up completely. Not quite, but almost. All right. I'm playing casual games. Thanks for the challenge. I see 7. Okay, I will play Gedeon 98 because his challenge is here for a very long time. And then I can play obviously against other people as well. Okay, so he goes c4. This is not ideal, but black is already fine here because the bishop is open. The knight f6. This is obviously not theory, so these are rather strange moves from white, I would say. I mean, nothing too bad, of course, but it's just not possible to analyze such moves. He goes knight c3, I go knight c6. Maybe even d4 was possible. He goes queen a4. Bishop e7. Castle, bishop b2. Okay, he's playing a little bit strange moves. I go knight b4, huge threat. Maybe I can even be tricky actually with knight c2 next, if he castles. He's not castling, then I don't really have to be tricky. I just play this move, and the queen is in big trouble. Knight b5, I just go a6. I don't have to do anything else actually. Just open up the file and disturbing the queen. Okay, so I have full queen up. And I forgot to record the stream, I just realized. So I don't know how I will upload it to YouTube or edit, but yeah, that's my problem. Okay, now just somehow this should be winning. King d1, 94. Should be over in a minute, I guess. I mean, white could also resign, obviously, but Why? In the meantime, okay, so goes there, I take the bishop. My next opponent will be lion. Thanks for the game. The next opponent will be lion. 3-0, so intense game. Hopefully e4. c4, not ideal, but knight f6. I believe knight c6 is the move here. But yeah, this really happens rarely that one c4 is transposing to an exchange range. I have to say that's not happening every day. I don't know if I had a game like in the last year for this. This is the thing here. There is some idea of removing the bishop to b6 to attack this pawn and maybe not develop this bishop too quickly. I don't remember for the details, or I never knew the details, but something like this. Possible. Okay, please, yeah, if you change it to some blitz control, then you are the cheese dude. Just make it to blitz, please. Fortunately, rapid I don't have that much time. Simple English, hello. Kumavat, YouTube, ET. After this, I play against the cheese dude, and after that, I can play against you. I mean, I'm not sure that I can give you many advice how to improve, but okay, maybe I can try if you want. So, cheese dude, please. I still see that it's 10 plus 0. And actually you are playing, so okay. Most likely you will be not my next opponent. Ah, you are waiting for long. Okay, that's true. I saw a challenge from Martin. That's true. You can. Okay, Martin is next. Actually, yes. That's more fair. He's here for a while. Yeah. I just didn't know. You wrote in the chat Martin, but I didn't know what do you mean by that. So. Okay, so it's quite good that after a lot of trades, these good pieces remained for black and not so good remained for white. Like, especially this bishop is bad, only protecting. Maybe trying to quickly get this pawn, but okay, he protects it like by attacking here, so I just go rook d7. I can go rook d8, I can go rook e8. Maybe f6 is good, so no knight here. Instead of the queen, I want knight on d5. Okay, so knight to d5. Probably c6 is okay, I can also just double. These are the games, which can take a long time over the board. So white has one weakness, and black is trying to to eventually take it. And, okay, now in blitz, it's different because do I take the pawn, or okay, of course I take rather the rook. So in blitz there are blunders which can make things faster. Okay, I mean I don't have to take. Actually, I just go somewhere like this. Okay, I have a lot of time, so it's pretty much over. Okay, we play it out, it seems. Okay, not much analysis here because yeah, so now I'm playing Martin and then I'm playing against Kumavat. But what is your name, Kumavat? I don't see your name. So okay, now I'm playing Martin. Let's hope for e4. Good. e4, e5. Italian. You see again Italian, like no Rui Lopez so far, but everyone is going for Italian. It's extremely popular. So knight takes d5. h3 is a move, but not a particularly challenging one. Because it's too slow, so it stops bishop g4, but it doesn't attack the e5 pawn, so I go just knight b6. Yeah, really the one thing which I shouldn't blunder, any time is that to go bishop d6, which looks logical, but then knight g5. It's some quick attack is very dangerous, so I probably should just play something like bishop f5. I don't remember what is the recommendation of the course, but it really doesn't matter. If opponent plays slowly, it should always be good for black. So he goes for it, but now I have bishop d6. I believe it's not a problem anymore. It can rather help me maybe in the future. So now h6, I guess. I mean, h5 could be a question, but then I just go there. So knight f3. It's quite interesting to return. The pin is always unpleasant. I will just play the normal moves, but white had this h4, so cannot castle short, which is obviously not good for him. So queen e7. c3, maybe now I include f5. So he has to make sure that this e4 is not winning a piece very quickly. And then I castle. Did he make sure that this e4 is not winning? Maybe he did, maybe he did not. So I go e4, take. Goes rook e1. And take. Goes queen d1 probably. There is 95, 97. Okay, I will be materialistic here. Like, I am curious if it's working or not. I mean, I could have just castled long with a big advantage because this pawn was weak, but it's interesting whether it's winning a piece or not. A couple of moves, obviously, as usual, I missed. This one. But maybe there is bishop f3. So it's definitely not winning a piece, but maybe it's still a good move. Okay, so it was rook e1, I accept. So now the queen has to guard the rook very few squares. I mean f1, I don't, actually f1. Now goes d1, now I want it to go here. And now I want it to go here. And now maybe just long castle. So in this way it seems to work out. Bishop d7, I can even take back with the queen. That keeps the extra piece. Bishop e5, knight e5 definitely keeps the piece, and okay, queen d5 is a move. Maybe this one is a move. This one is good, or this one. This one then takes here. c6 is also probably good. Yeah, probably c6 is good enough. Queen a5, I will go here. I mean, it's probably not the most. No, actually on queen c5 I don't have to take with the bishop, I take with the... Sorry, I don't have to take with the knight to attack the bishop, but I take with the bishop, and bishop e5 I can just pin, for example. Queen c5. Yeah, now it's completely over. Rook e1 is coming next. Okay, how to win the quickest way? Maybe g5. All right, thank you for the game. So let me see quickly how it went. So yeah, this h3 is not really challenging. It's a little bit too slow. Maybe the course is bishop f5 here. I'm not so sure, but knight b6 is fine. No, probably this is the course. Bishop f5. Knight g5. Yeah, I can comfortably play bishop g6. And here it's already very bad for black. Queen e7. Yeah, so here the good move is, of course, just to castle, according to the engine. And yeah, there is g5 coming, there is queen f6, bishop d6 coming, and with this pawn on h4, white's king is super weak. It's minus 2.5 already. So e4 is bad. d4, fe4. So yeah, this queen b5 is still better for black after bishop takes and long castle, I mean, which is kind of possible to believe because the king is very weak. But, okay, rook e1 was correct. ef. So what did I miss? Queen d1, knight e5, bishop f4, knight d7. Maybe this I just take simply knight e5, And I just don't have any way to protect the knight here. Yeah, so that's why you don't risk such things normally, but I tried, didn't work. Okay, so I am playing Kumavat now for sure. And then probably Street Blitz. You are hello here, okay. I saw yours also. Uh, but who is Kumavat? I don't know who is Kumavat. I'm waiting a little bit, but if Kumavat is not reacting, then I am playing hello. I mean, guys, instead of asking if you can play, just write username, that who are you, and then that helps. Asking doesn't really help because everyone can play, so... Okay, Kumavat is not reacting, so I'm playing hello. Wait, no, Jay Kumavat is here actually. Okay, I realized his name. So I play Kumavat, then I play hello. And then I play Vardan, yeah. We already played Akula Abiram, I believe. We already played. Okay, so e4, very good. So let's see which line he goes for. It was bishop c4. Really a lot of games today for this. Okay, Vardan 19, so you believe that I am stupid or what? So like, okay, you sent your name 1 million times, so okay, you have to wait for sure. This is not how it works. So c3. Idea is to play queen b3 and attack on f7, so as usual I go knight b6. It goes bishop g5, that's an interesting move, but probably a bad one because I can just get a tempo on the bishop and then even trade this one. And, very simply get a better endgame after 10 moves of play. I mean, any move should be good with this bishop. I probably put it on f5, so sometimes it can go to d3. So without any fight whatsoever, black already has the better endgame. I can take this knight, actually, and then this pawn. So if white is playing... Sorry, I am not playing for second time same person for sure. At least on this stream. Like, in the future, yes, we can play. But I have more challenges, so it will be not fair to others. So who is next? Next will be hello, and then Sinigang Bruch, I believe will be. So goes knight f5, I go g6. Knight g3, I can go f5, for example. Okay, goes knight g7, basically asks me to trap his knight. He can only protect like this, so I will do it in a way that I take the bishop and then trap the knight. 2 pieces for the rook should be good. Especially like this. Okay, so the game is over here. Misclicked the mate. But... Thank you, Kumavas, for the game. So yeah, it went very quickly wrong for white. So on knight b6, you just have to move your bishop somewhere. But already c3 is not really good. And after bishop g5, f6, basically, black is already getting a much better endgame. And yeah, here knight a3 drops a pawn, but there is this threat, and it's already -2 according to the ancients, so very serious advantage for black, obviously. All right, so hello is next. So I play without a queen or what? You really want to play that I don't have queen, yeah? But what did I play? We already played many games somehow in some. Probably bullet. Yeah, you blundered your rook, but already I had 2 pieces for it, so I was already winning. Okay, so hello was just joking or what? Okay, it was a good joke. So now he's up for a good challenge, but now I decline. So that's how it goes. Okay, so I play chess MDS. Accident. Yeah, just accidentally you remove the queen, right? It's fine. Maybe we play some other time. So d3. Knight f6, g3. Knight d7. d5. d6. Okay, so if I would castle, he may play such moves. Maybe bishop b4 was not really ideal. I don't know. Okay, I can play a5, protecting the bishop. Go back to e7. It was h3, b5 or knight c5. No, maybe b5 is okay. Okay, knight h2. Now I go rook e8. Actually, I don't have to go there at all. I mean, I can go knight c5. After this one, I have one more game. And it will be against Sinigang Bruch. Ryan in this YouTube chat. So this game and against Ryan is the last game. It will be 2 hours, so it's time to finish the stream. So thanks everyone for challenging and helping me to test the repertoire a little bit. And I already obviously played hundreds and thousands of games, but different to do it on stream. Okay, my opponent goes f5. Basically invites this knight d4. Okay, so what do I play? Bishop b7, maybe just to protect the rook and prepare b4. Probably there should have been something even better, but it's okay. Knight b1. Okay, that's not really a good move. I can just play c5. Big problems on e4. Such things just should not work. What do I play here? Okay, we play 3 plus 0, so only thing I shouldn't do is losing on time. Okay. Okay, this was not the I mean, it's unbelievable that I didn't win the game yet, but I'm curious what the engine will say how it was winning. Because seemingly white did so many things wrong, and okay, this also I believe is wrong. It seems like that finally. Finally, I took some material. Okay, just yeah, I mean, this type of position you can get in the future course a lot. Knight on c3 is pretty badly placed. But yeah, what interests me here is okay, so it's -1 here, but okay, this so queen e2, knight e6, f5, knight d4, bishop b7 is good, knight f3, c5. Yeah, there is no immediate win, strangely enough, so knight f3 was correct. Okay, here rook d7 was not good. I should have played b takes a3. I'm basically using that the knight cannot take back, and if the rook takes back, then I have c4, bishop c5, rook d3. Okay, so it was not immediately game over. Okay. Okay, so I don't have this challenge from Ryan. So what do I do? Please, Ryan, send me this your challenge. Okay, it's here. All right, so this is the last game in this stream, and it's d4. So unfortunately, fortunately not e5, but I had many e5s, so that's good. Okay, bishop f4, knight f6. I will try not to mess it up this time. Yeah, but I really don't know these lines too well, I have to say. Yeah, against knight f3, I know that it's e6. It's just bishop d6. If he takes, both recaptures are very possible. Probably I will take with the pawn now, but taking with the queen is also good. So normally what is black's only problem, the bishop on c8 is now out on h5. So goes there, knight c6. Now I can play knight e4, which looks interesting. Maybe I do that. Just try the structure with if he takes, or otherwise I want f5 and some sort of stone wall maybe. Okay, he takes. I take, I go d5. Kind of interesting pawn structure because this pawn is free to go now because these are protecting one and the other. Maybe now knight b4. Okay, goes b4, I can go f5. Maybe preparing for some f4. Okay, take. I have to be rather quick here because he wants to trade my knight. So if b6, he goes there. So I just go f4. f3 is the threat. Okay, so he takes. Yeah, actually, he takes f3 is just winning, so I don't have to look into queen g5. The queen is hanging, queen g5 is hanging, so that's good enough to win. I mean, he can try to play 96, yeah, but... All right, thanks everyone for the games. If you would like, you can check out these courses on Chessable. Also, there is a free preview of the courses, so you don't have to buy, and you can watch like 20 something minutes from both courses, like what is inside. I mean, you could now obviously see in the stream that which openings are there. So yeah. So thanks a lot, everyone, for playing, challenging, and see you some other time.